right, remember I said 412, that's it. And this was on earnings. So when earnings came out at this level, right? And I put a line on the low and the high of that day. And basically this opened at 385. So when it opened at 385, even pre-market, didn't matter. I basically said 412. That's where exit liquidity likely comes into play. And it has come into play. So here's another way of looking at that. This is a chart of the NVIDIA bear. And look at the volume that came in to buy this inverse NVIDIA stock. So very, 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 very large buying of NVDS. So you can't see it because the price doesn't look so exciting, but the buying came in record breaking for volume. Anyway, NVIDIA 412, I still think this is where it hits its head and digests. And then we've got AMD, which had already done a gorgeous job. You can't see it now, but remember yesterday, it was a cradle formation, right? And I said 127 is easy. It needs to get below 127 and then stay below 127 for your continuation short. That's working great. First level, this 121, not a surprise, right? It's on the weekly, it's on the daily, and it's basically on the hourly. So 120.69 is for AMD. All right, Intel has not benefited from this AI drama, right? Not even a little. It's shocking, like really. Not all chips are created equal, especially the capital intensive ones that are US based. But here's one look, right? You got 29.27, obviously tag year, it came right back in. And again, this whole AI stuff started actually in November, but didn't really make the media until April. So this has been going down while AI stock's been going up. Anyway, this is a gorgeous reversal candle right here, right now. This very, very nice to get back above the 200, but it has to stay above the 200. So literally this 28.88 is a kind of support. It overshot, ricocheted higher. You've got 29 as monthly support. It hasn't yet turned up. It's still kind of digesting, right? All of this dance. So it's literally, look, it really, really, really likes that 30. So it's having a tough time getting and staying above 30. I would say 31, 34, then 32, 38. We need to get above that. Flying pig back down to 68.81. So, okay, so here was Micron, big, big, big base, big choppy base. And then it triggered above 64.80, went all the way to 74.38. Now it's coming back probably half of this, literally 64, 70. Yeah. So that's literally a retracement of half of this channel. I would say if you are still interested in this, you got two levels you want to stay above. 68.59 and I don't like that trend line, but I'm putting it anyway. You can see it. You're on 68.81, comes down a little bit, needs to support. Otherwise, it's going to break 67.56 and come all the way back down. So Micron is, I think, Ann's favorite one to short. So NVIDIA. So we obviously had a retest and then a gap higher on a 50% guide on their Q2 earnings. So, you know, went from 8 billion to 11 billion, but they did not guide for the year. Anyway, the fact is they're definitely the leader of the band. There is some selling going on, both by insiders. It doesn't mean they're selling it all, but they obviously are taking advantage of this. They also did another $10 billion shelf, but that's just, you know, they're maximizing their cash at this point. It's smart, right? I mean, they can get it. But I do not think that this is going to be easy to get above. So earnings, no edge, obviously, $100. But I think this 412 is for now the top. What I'm going to be looking for levels. Remember this particular candle. What was the high? Little, I want to make sure. 394.80. We need to break 394.80 to come back in. And there's still a Keltner channel to deal with. Big, big, big bullish needs to stay above loose 28.88, tight 29.27, pushing up to 31.60. Definitely this is getting bid. Point is, this is breaking out, needs to stay above 31.60. Oh, they guided the top half of range at a conference. Okay, that just came in. That's why AI is getting bid up. Look at the volume. Wow, that's a nice candle. Point is, they just guided and at a conference. Intel could build NVIDIA's future GPUs, CEO Huang hints again. We're open to manufacturing with Intel. Intel firm on this headline. They are presenting at a Cohen conference. Very nice. Okay, but that's a continuation up to 32.38. Needs to take that out in order to really move higher. It is starting to look very bullish again. So old semi is in. Maybe they do a rotation. We'll see. We need more. We need this to press lower. SMH coming back in. So today's the last day of the month. For my monthly chart to really show a rollover, I need this to come a lot further down. So remember this kind of wedge. Fake breakout, fast failure is what I'm looking for. So far, nothing. AMD is now on that 120.69, just close enough. Not quite there. Only 120.80. VIX is still okay. SMH is in distribution. 145 is what needs to break next. Apple's getting supported, and AMD just so far, and AMD has still a date with that 2069. Intel is strong. I'm looking for any other. Oh, so sorry. All right, so AMD is working great, by the way. I think NVIDIA will follow, but you asked about CHPT. Luxury goods also coming back in. NVIDIA finally breaking. Just a little patience in this puppy. I know you got some folks are very long and strong on this one. I really think 412 is a fabulous shorting spot. I really do. I think they're going to sell until this comes back to about 246. SMH, for that monthly chart to really kick in, we don't just have to come down to 142.21, which is price target. If you're short duration, short on SMH, we need to come all the way back in. We need to come all the way back in. We need this to turn into a, fake breakout, fast failure. Not there yet. All we have is NVIDIA crossing down, right, from that 412 beautifully. This is the top of the candle last week. It's now below it, 394.80. This is where we need to stay below. It's got miles to go before it's really retraced this outsized move. On NVIDIA, we need follow through first. We don't have that yet. So what we do have is a rejection. It came inside this 394.80. That's very productive. We're sitting on the 3-day, which normally is a very nice swing trading guide. Intraday, we've also filled that gap. So all we're doing right now is just making the longs nervous. Some of the shorts might cover, but honestly, if we really want to see this pull back, we need to break the 3-day. Otherwise, it's just digesting an outsized move. So it's sitting on the 3-day, needs to roll over. That's the gap up. We need to come back down to 366.35, which is literally where it gapped up, and stay below 394.80. Nope, 391.70. I like that one better. Okie doke. So let's see if we can stay below either the daily 394.80 or the gap fill on the hourly 391.70 and keep pressing this lower. But otherwise, we're really just digesting. It's not anything fast and furious, but it is 4% from the open, and it is a solid $30 lower in price, right? So that is something. And AMD continues to kind of fail on that big bearish popping pattern, coming inside 121, which is also breaking the 3-day. So let's see if it can come back down into 117.84.